one more light, and then we'll get started. At the back of your mat.
Now lay down.
Not laying down. Sorry. Not laying down. Good. So making your way to the end of your mat, one end. The ball is going to go in between your ankles. And you're standing up nice and tall. Just press all 10 toes into the floor. Press your heels into the floor with the ball between your heels. Slightly rock yourself forward so you can bounce a little bit on your toes. Send your weight back so you're really far back. Going, oh, I'm going to fall back in a second. Rock yourself forward and rock yourself back.
Cool.
Good, and then find a spot where your weight is in between your toes and your heels, the outsides of your feet and the insides of your feet. Very nice. You are going to sit your hips back, reach them back and down, ooh, back and down. Try not to let the knees slide too far forward as the arms reach past your eyes. And then open your palms. Kind of like mountain pose in yoga, palms out to the front, reach your arms back, lift your chest up to the sky. Send your hips back. Knees are not knocking together, but there should be some fire in between them. And sweep your arms back, open up your collarbones, wrap the upper back together. Opening the chest, trying to wrap the back together. And swing yourself back, tall again. Sit yourself low, heels with most of the weight, toes a little bit free. Pull the abs in, send the tail down. You're gonna come up an inch.
Ouch.
Down an inch. Good morning, up an inch.
Damn.
Down an inch.
Oh.
Shoulders away from your ears. Pull the ribs together. Lift from your pubic bone to your belly button up a little higher so you're not dumping into your lower back for 4, 3. Reach your fingers further. 2. Spin your pinky fingers towards you. 1. Fold over. Soften your knees. Relax your head. Soften your knees deeper. Drop your pelvis. Roll yourself up. Ooey gooey. Reach your arms up high to the sky. As you drop your fingers, you drop your head, you pull your belly up, keep your weight forward in your toes, roll yourself down. Maybe rock your head, shake your head a little here just to really get the tension away. Soften the knees, pull your belly off your thighs, tailbone super heavy, roll yourself up. Float your arms up to the sky. Roll back down all the way. And walk yourself out to your plankety plank. Reaching your heels back. Reaching your head forward. Wrap the abs in, pull the ribs together. Wrap the upper arms back. Good. And just holding your morning plank. You wouldn't do it, at least I wouldn't do it if someone didn't make me. You're gonna bend your knees nice and deep. Shift your weight back and shoot forward. Exhale, draw the ribs and thighs together. Inhale, shoot forward. Reach the heels back. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, reach long. Not arching your back any extra, just trying to bring the hips up high. 2 more. Good. Find your plank. Hold it. For 4, 3, 2. Soften your knees. Good. Grab your ball. Roll your fingers away. Sit back into a child's pose. Your knees are slightly apart, and you're going to press into the ball, roll yourself up, a little bit from the back of your legs. Roll yourself back out into your child's pose. Like someone is picking you up from the middle of your back and the rest of you is dangling down to the floor, and lengthen back out. Belly button pulls in, drop your head nice and heavy, lengthen back out. One more time. Roll yourself all the way up. So my knees are open, my feet are together. You have your ball. Good. You're gonna sit your hips back again, nice long line, holding the ball in front of you. Find a spot where you're like about to be too low, but it's intense. Your tailbone and your sits bones are connecting, and you're just gonna circle the ball around. Holding this hover position. Maybe you lower down 1 inch lower. Good. Dina's, lower your shoulders, pull your head, your chest a little further, look out a little further away from you.
Oh, okay.
Reverse the direction of your circle. Yep, better. Belly button pulls in, lower pelvis, abs. I don't know. In your pelvis, lift them in a little deeper. One more. Good, holding the ball in front of you. You're gonna come up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Make it all from right underneath your butt. Up 1 inch, down 1 inch. Reaching the fingers out, trying to like press the pinkies into the ball and open up your thumbs to open up your shoulders and lengthen your arms. For 4, 3, 2, good. 1, hands and knees.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful. Good morning. Thanks for coming.
I need coffee.
Good. Your ball is off to the side for a moment. You're just going to do some scapular mobility. So your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are right underneath your hips. And you're just going to let your shoulders arch, and you're going to drop your chest through. And then you're going to over puff. You're going to over round your chest. Drop through. Over round. Drop through. Over round. And then you're going to take that into a circle. So you're going to go down, pull your chest forward, up, back a little, drop it down. Little shoulder circles on hands and knees.
That's good.
Keeping your belly button lifted, keeping the ribs lifted. I definitely don't want to keep my ribs lifted, but I'm going to keep telling you to do it, even if I forget. Good, you're going to reverse, rock back, up, down, in, up, a little arch, and through the center. Make sure it's not happening from your hips. It's really happening because of your shoulders. So maybe it's smaller. Good, and then find your middle spot. Find the spot where you're not over-arched or over-puffed. You're like right in the middle. And then you want to notice that your back, or I'm going to tell you, your back should be relatively like even. Shouldn't be puffed, shouldn't be dropped. Therefore, when we do a few of these little tricep push-ups, you don't want to go into that arched position. You don't want to drop through. You're going to wrap your funny bone to point back towards your thigh. They're going to go down, and you're going to lift, but you're not going to let your shoulders overarch as you go down. You're going to find that middle spot and stay there and lift. You're going to find that little middle spot. Good. Which means I kind of feel like I'm squeezing my upper arm into my side, into my torso. Your nose goes right in front of your fingers. Not moving the hips, they stay right over your knees. Here's 4 more. Use your breath. 2 more. Last one. Very nice. Just sit back into a child's pose again for a moment. Reach the fingers out. Pull the tailbone back. Relax your head. Listen, you guys are always like, I don't do enough arm work. I'm just here to give you what you want. Bring yourself forward, back onto your hands and knees. Good. Spinning to face the camera, 1 foot down. Like it's so early for a side plank. Oh well. Good. 1 hand down, 1 foot down on your knee and on your hand. Good. Hold it here. Send your pelvis forward. Open up your shoulder. Keep the hip forward. I know I blend right into the couch. I was trying today, but laundry. Reach the fingers up. Open up the collarbones. Reach.
Oh my gosh.
Fast. Almost as if you're going to go into like a big stretch here. Fingers trying to touch the floor. Pushing your foot into the floor. Draw the ribs and belly in and open up to the sky. Reach up and over, belly in, ribs back. If you're up against a wall, and open. Good. Up and over, up and over, up and over. And come up. Good. You're going to take your bottom foot. It's going to slide right in front of your foot already on the floor. Hold it.
I did that already.
5. Hold your head past your fingertips. 3, 2, 1. Soften all the way down. Keep your knees on this side. Just bend them. And do a little more mermaid because we're already here. Hold on to your ankle. Grow taller. Send your tailbone into the floor. Go up and over. Reach your fingertips really, really far. Again, pull the ribs together. Let the back of your body get a little longer against the wall behind you. Lift all the way up. Float down. Come onto your elbow. Reach your fingers up high. And just a couple of twists here. Thread under. And open up. Whatever finger you have up high, keep that hip pulling back behind you. Thread under, keep pulling your hip back. And open up. Just one more. I think it's just a good way to move our spine first thing in the morning or whenever you're taking this class. And then pushing off of your hand, up and down. Up and down. Lift and lower. 4, 5. 4, cannot count, wow. And 3. And 2, notice I'm not up here. 1 more. And then use your abs, teeter totter, all the way up. Beautiful, other side. What did I just do? Great question. Float onto your knee and onto your foot and onto your hand. You have little arms like me, maybe on your fingertips or down, or maybe a yoga block, whatever you need. One side might feel different than the other. This side's definitely tighter for me. Reach your fingers up to the sky. Open up the chest. Spin your hip forward. Your toes are pointing forward towards me. Good. Just holding here. Start to reach the fingers over. Here's a little bit of stretch. Keep pulling the ribs back. And lift. You can flow through here on your own. Breathing timing, breath timing, breathing pattern. Good. Keeping your shoulders away from your ears. Not like pushing them down, but just releasing them away from your ears. 1 more. Belly button in. Very nice. Bottom leg is going to shoot right in front of the foot already on the floor, and you're going to squeeze your inner thighs. Boom. Pull your head past your fingertips, press into the floor, squeeze the inner thighs together, open the collarbones, but keep the hips forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and come on down. Good. Especially on that lower, that's where your shoulder is going to want to touch your ear. Stabilizing underneath is like key to keep in mind. Should we come back to that today? Wink, wink. Bring your fingers up to the sky, pull up high, then go up and over like you have a laser beam right here. You go over it. You don't want to get zapped. Bring yourself on up. Fingertips to the floor. You float down. Again, whatever fingers are up high, keep that hip pulling back. Big exhale, twist. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that. My back just cracked. That was nice. Good. Big open chest. And then exhale like you're giving someone like a big, big hug. You're going in. It's really dramatic. And open. One more. And open. Good. These fingers are going to help to lift you up. This hand's going to push away, and you again have to stabilize and use underneath your armpit. And push. And gently tap. And lift. And gently tap. Good. Always keeping that idea of like sliding against a wall with your head and your shoulders and your ribs and your tailbone. But we're not arching our chest like I want to do all the freaking time. And 3 more. How are your core muscles helping? Check in with them. Last one. And then find those core muscles even deeper. Oi, oi, oi. And lift. Great. Grab your ball, that friend, and lie on your back. The ball's going to come in between your ankles. Let's put your feet flat to the floor for a moment. Bring your hands behind your head. Again, pressing your feet into the floor so toes and heels are down. And then elbows are on the floor. Feel your shoulder blades, the actual bones. And then wrap those bones underneath your arms so that your elbows float off the floor a little bit. If that makes 0 sense, let me know. But you're gonna wrap kind of like right around the bra line or right around underneath your shoulders and wrap them forward. Elbows are lifted off the floor. Press the ribs deeper by knitting together in front. Exhale, lift. Tailbone stays in heavy. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, knit the ribs. Use your arms. Lift. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, stay lifted. Take your fingers by your sides. Good, you're gonna lift up an inch and down an inch, like you're giving someone a gift, and down an inch. Here's a little something, down an inch. Just for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Hands come behind your head again. Rest your head back down. With control, lift your legs up to tabletop. Make sure you don't pull on your back to do so. Bring your hands above to the sky. The ball is just between your ankles, but that doesn't mean that there isn't fire in between the entire length of your legs, up into your pelvic floor, up into your abs. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you can, straighten your legs. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, maybe you lower a smidge. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, shake out your shoulders. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And relax. Oh, love that. Hold it. Always, always. Feet to the floor. Try to bring the feet together. Take your ball, put it in between your knees. Feet to the floor. Arms up to the sky. Reach your fingers back. Circle them around to the sides. If you space straight arms, if you need to bend your arms, go for it. Tuck your chin to your chest. Roll yourself up. Oh gosh, roll yourself up. Use however assistance you need. Maybe your feet are against the floor or against the wall. Maybe you're holding weights. Maybe you hold a TheraBand. Whatever your body needs. Fingers reach back and around. Maybe you just bring your hands to the sides of your thighs. Good. If you grab the sides of your thighs, just make sure you're still squeezing in. Wherever you are, you're pressing your feet down into the floor. Hopefully it gets a little bit smoother with each, but if it doesn't, let me know. Big exhale to roll you up. Good. Very nice. If it feels okay for your body, straighten out the legs a little bit. Find where your body needs. Maybe your legs are straighter, but your feet are flexed. Just trying to advance us. Nicole, keep your legs bent. Maybe you're there, maybe you're not. Up and over with those straight legs, shoulders off the ears, lifting up in the lower half. So we're not dumping back in the lower half, lifting up in the lower half, and then the upper back gets pulled back. Tuck the pelvis, send the big toes away, squeeze the inner thighs together if you can, and down. Good, one more. Exhale yourself up, belly in, shoulders relaxed. Up and over. Good, keeping the lower half vertical. Roll yourself all the way back. All the way to the floor. Good, staying down there on the floor. Pull the right knee into your chest. Go ahead and roll your ankle about 3 times in each direction. Good. And then holding your leg, you're just gonna bend and straighten, or with a TheraBand, whatever you prefer here. Bend and straighten. Trying to relax the right hip. Good. Thinking about what your left leg is doing already. Is it relaxed and open like mine was? Or are you engaging the inside of the leg, therefore the toes are up to the sky? Leg up to the sky, hands to the floor. Turn the leg out, so rotate it open. Press the heel over to the left and circle around. Press left and circle around. Inhale, big exhale. 2. Find your core. Good. At the top, you reverse. Inhale, open, pressing the left side down. Exhale around. Inhale. Inner thigh of the left leg is a part of the game. One more. And pull your knee into your chest. Go ahead, taking it across your body, look away from it. And come center. And switch your legs. Pull your left knee into your chest. Roll your ankle a few ways. A few times one way. And a few times the other. Good. Engaging the inside of the right leg. Send the left toes. Nope. Send the right toes up to the sky. Just notice if your big toe is pulling back towards you or pushing out. Hands come behind. You bend and straighten. Definitely just realized that my computer is not on Do Not Disturb, so if anything comes through, I apologize for a very loud noise. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Leave your leg up in the air, hands by your sides. Even here, knit the ribs together. Turn on the inner thigh of the right leg. Lengthen the left foot up to the sky. As you rotate it open, cross right, circle around, pressing down with your arms, shoulders to elbows especially, weighing down the right side. 2, 1 more. Up to the ceiling, reverse. Inhale, and big exhale. In, circle it around. Good. Connect with your breath, connect with the ribs. 2. Last one. Good. Pulling your knee into your chest, relaxing your hip. Hopefully. Pulling your knee across the body, look away from it. Try to keep your shoulders heavy on the floor. And come on, center. Good. Rolling yourself up however you need to. We're going to roll like a ball, but you're going to grab your ball and use it because I truly think this is how I stay close together. Otherwise, I feel like I use a lot of momentum or use my hips. So squeezing the ball, pull those ankles in close. Make sure you have space behind you. Tuck your pelvis under so much. Very nice. Float the toes off. Point your elbows out to the side so they are bent, they are strong. Your chin is looking down. You're looking at your ball. Big inhale back. Big exhale. Come back up. Inhale. Exhale. Find that balance. Inhale back. Exhale. Come up. If you feel yourself release the ball, that's a telling sign. Inhale back. Exhale. Squeeze. Inhale back. Abs deeper. Notice if you're rolling to one side. Oh, I definitely am. Inhale back. Exhale up. Good. Try not to pull from your shoulders. Deepen in your arms. Deepen in your abs. Good. 2 more. No momentum. But pause at the top. Last one. Good. Find your little baby teaser. Knees bent. You're just going to go under and under. Squeezing the legs together, but if you need to keep the feet together and open the knees, that is okay. Good. Find it in your belly more than anywhere else. 3, 2, 1. Good. Ball away. Pull the right knee in. Send the left leg away. Roll yourself down. Reach the toes out. Roll yourself down just to the shoulders, the very, very bottom. Pull the knees in. One knee in and switch. And switch. And switch. Good. The same place where you had to work for rolling like a ball, deep down inside. Same place here. Carving through your stomach a little deeper. Last one each side. Pull 2 knees in. Good arm choreography if you would like. Reach the arms back, circle the arms, hug the knees in. That bothers your neck, just the legs. You have 4 and 3. Here's 2. 1 more. Good. One leg up high, one leg down low. A little pull, pull, and switch. And pull, pull, and switch. Good. Deepen through. Right down the line. Right down the middle of your stomach. Of your torso. A little exhale, exhale, switch. A little exhale, exhale, switch. Balancing your coffee on your pelvis. 1 more each side. Apple under your chin. Rest your head down. Lovely. Good. Hands come behind your head. I'm going to do this a little bit differently today, just for a moment. Grab your ball, put it underneath your pelvis. Underneath your pelvis. Great. Go ahead and bring your legs up to tabletop. Make sure that you're in neutral. You're not overarching away from the floor. You're not dropping your hips down into the floor. You're finding a nice long line. Take your hands up to the ceiling if you would like. You can always stay on the floor. Squeeze your inner thighs together. There's a very thin wall in between your legs, and you're gonna keep your legs squeezing up against that very thin wall the whole time. You're gonna slide your right leg down, thigh away. Exhale, lift. Lower the left leg down, and exhale, lift. Going for those lower abs, very intentionally, very secure. Down, and up. Down, and up. Good. Inhale down. Exhale to pick them back up. Inhale down. Finding the side abs and the lower abs. Lift your leg back up. Good. Last one each side. Good. And then knees open, feet together. You're going to lower down and lift. Lower down, not too wide with the knees, and lift. About shoulder distance. Inhale down. Lift from the abs. Really carefully lift from the abs. Gathering your pelvic floor up to lift your legs. Notice how much easier it is. Good. 3 more. And 2. And 1. Good. And rest your feet on down. You're going to lift your hips, grab your ball, and let's put it off to the side for a second. We're already here, so we're going to do a little bit of bridging and then circle back around to our abs. I know, it's a weird day. Arms up to the ceiling. Press your feet into the floor. They're not super close. They're not too close to you, but not too far away. Right? Knees are right above your hips. You're going to tuck your pelvis. Roll yourself up. Find your height. Close your ribs and hips together. Tucking your pelvis towards your face. Send your knees over your toes. Reach your fingers back. Melt your ribs. Waist. Lower. Back, tailbone drops into the floor. Fingers hover back above your shoulders. Drop the shoulders into the floor, tuck the pelvis, roll it up. Close the front, widen the back, reach the fingers back, and roll down. Tailbone drops, fingers back up to the sky. Tuck and roll. Good, hold it here. You're going to lift one leg and put it down. Lift the other and put it down. You can always bring your hands down if you prefer. Lift and lower, marching through. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Good. Keep the right leg up in the air. You're going to straighten, lower, and kick. Down and kick. 4 more. Belly in, ribs in. 3, 2. Last one. Bend your knee, foot down, no breaks. Lift the left. You lower and lift. Down and up. 4 more. Here's 3. Abs are strong. Cross the hips, evenly lifted. Last one. Bend your knee, put your foot down, melt your spine down. And maybe there's a couple little like pelvic rocks forward and back just to release your lower back. A moment. Very nice. Grabbing your ball, roll to your side and sit. The ball is going to go right behind you. You're not leaning on it. It's a reference to get away from it. You are on your elbows and on your feet and on your hips. Good. So it'd be really nice, right, if we just like chilled here for a while. I'm not going to do that, obviously, because I'm not that nice. Push your chest up to the sky. Press your forearms into the floor. We're not over puffing so that we're arching our back. We're keeping your tailbone really long, keeping the ribs back, but not slouch. Bring your legs up. And again, tap and lift. Down and up. Good. Opening up the collarbones. Feel a little stretch through the front of your chest, front of your body. Not doing a million here, don't worry. Good. Keep going, keep breathing. Looking forward. Maybe a smidge up. Or one. And done. Good. Stay. Straighten the legs if you can. One leg down. And up. Other leg down. And up. I'm kind of in a Pilates V here because it feels better on my hips. Good. You have two each side to go. Good. Last one. Each side to go. Good. Bend the knees. Nicole, get rid of the ball. And anyone else who has the trouble keeping neutral with the ball behind you, now you get to rest into your ball. And bring your hands behind your head. The ball should be right underneath the back of the shoulders, bottom of the ribs. The lower down, the harder it is to maintain your neutral. So if you need to keep it up a little higher, that is okay. Bringing your legs to tabletop. You are going to keep pressing down into the ball, but that doesn't mean that you're like collapsed back. You're slightly lifted up with the upper shoulders, and the ribs are pressing down, and the tailbone is pressing down. You're going to twist to your right, looking back over the right shoulder, come center. Twist to the left, look over the left shoulder, and center. Not going side to side, but pulling yourself longer each time you rotate. Squeezing elbow and knee towards the midline each time. Use your breath. Find the way it works best for you. Is that exhaling as you twist? Is that exhaling center? Is it just breathing in general? Good, nice and slow. Win the race. Last one, make sure you're even on both sides. And your feet come down. Excellent. Bye-bye, ball. Go ahead and lie on your back for one moment. Just bring your knees into your chest and circle them around a little bit like you're, I don't know, I think of like stirring a ladle in a pot of soup or something. And then reverse, other way. But your hands are doing the work. Relax your hips. Awesome. Roll over onto your side. You can be on your elbow. You can be lying all the way down. You can be however's most comfortable for you to make your position great. Your shoulders, your head, your hips are all along the back of your mat. Your feet are down towards the bottom of your mat. And then you're going to lift your ribs up super high, wherever you are. The back of the mat, imagine your mat was up against a wall. So you were up against the wall. Everything is pulling back. You're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Opening that top shoulder. I don't want to do that because I sleep like this. So I never want to do this. Good. You can have your hand on the floor for support. If you're on your elbow or on your hand, you can be all the way down. I just like to remind myself to stay connected to my center. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Heel taps in front. Lift. You're staying in parallel. Toes tapping back. Good. Heel taps in front and toes tapping back. Good. Notice how you want to, I don't know if you want to do, I want to like crunch here. Stay nice and long. Good. Last one forward. Last one back. We're going to stay back. We're going to lift a little higher, down an inch. Lift a little higher, down an inch. Because it's so much fun. 4, 5, and 4. Dina's, you're matching. 3, and 2, and 1. Relax for just a second. Good. You're going to turn your toes, open up to the sky. You're going to pull your knee in, send it up high and down. Pull your knee in, up high, flex it down. Good. Your neck bothers you, just turn it down to the floor. Turn your eyes down to the floor. On my elbow, I kind of think of like I was like literally like pulling it in. I'm not, but that's kind of how I want to think about it for myself, to stay lifted. Good. Reverse, flex up, point high, lower down. Make sure your hips haven't flown backwards as your leg lifts, right? You don't tip back. Two more. Sticking your tailbone out just a little bit behind you. Last one. Good. Excellent. You're going to lie all the way down. Take your top leg, put it in front, swing the bottom leg back so it's directly underneath of you, right at the edge of your mat. Good. If this feels super uncomfortable, you can have it down lower. You can have your knee down. That's all right. But try to have your foot flat if possible. Turning your leg underneath you so that your heel is up and your toes are down. Same thing here. You want to keep your waist long. So lengthen that top hip away. Notice there's some space underneath. Start to lift and lower. Exhale up, inhale down. If this bothers your bone that points out into the floor as you lift your leg, grab a pillow, give yourself a little extra support. Don't use your ball. That'll make it really hard. Balancing your coffee on your heel, lift and lower, top shoulder open. You have 4 and 3 and 2. Good, and 1. Stay here, little pulses, up, up, up. 4, 5, 4, hips forward. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Very, very nice. Roll onto your stomach. Good. Take your hands one on top of the other. Bring your forehead to your hands. Press your elbows down so that your shoulders leave your ears. Tailbone tucks under a little bit. You're going to float your feet off the floor. Clap your heels together. Head is on your hand. I just don't want to be muffled. Clap your heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your legs down. Internally rotate your legs so your toes are going to touch and your heels are going to stay away. Lift your thighs and clap for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. And relax. Good. Shaking your pelvis side to side. Good. And then gently switch to your other side. However you want to do it. However you want to be. Good. Feet are towards the bottom of the mat. Ribs, hips, and shoulders are towards the back of the mat. And find your lift, find your length. Start to lift your top leg and lower. Lift and lower. The higher your legs go, the more you're going to want to relax the upper body or drop it low to counterbalance, but that's just where your core comes in. You have 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Tap your heel in front and lift. Tap your toes in back and lift. Tap your heel in front and up. Tap your toes in back and up. Good, good, good. As your neck gets tired, look down at the floor. If and when. Top shoulder open. Top hip forward. Nice and lengthen here. Stay back here, lift. Lift a smidge higher, up and down an inch. Staying elevated in your spine. Pull the ribs back so you're not arching them, but you're nice and long. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Feet together, turn them out. Good. You're going to développé on up, flex and lower. I'm using my bottom leg here. I'm not just one-sided. My bottom leg is stabilizing me. I'm kind of wrapping both of my sits bones together.
Did you notice that the Dinas are dressed alike?
I said it.
Oh, you did?
Yes. I said it. Hi, mother, friends. One more, flex up, point, and lower. The only person I'll ever teach in a snarky manner. Everyone else, always, always nice and polite. 2 more. That's not true. We have like 3 more. Here's 2. Here's 3. Good. And relax. Lying all the way down. I think that's it, right? We're even, maybe. Lying all the way down. Take your foot forward. Take it back. Adjust how you need to. Pillow or extra padding underneath your hip if you need to. Notice that my ribs are pressing into the floor, and like this isn't the end of the world if they do, but it is definitely more challenging. As your foot lifts, you want to push your ribs in. It's more challenging if you lengthen the top hip away and lift under, and keep your hip forward, lift and lower. Exhale up, inhale down, spiraling the heel up to the sky, keeping the top of the top shoulder open, top of the top arm open. Keep breathing. Keep drawing the lower abs in. Make sure you're not tucking your pelvis accidentally. The tailbone is out, therefore your pubic bone has to zip up to your belly button. 2 more. 1 more. Stay here. Little extra pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax on down. Beautiful. You're gonna lie on your belly. I know we all want a butt stretch, but not yet. Lie on your belly. Hands come underneath your shoulders. Your elbows are pointing back and squeezing to your sides. Forehead on the floor. Pull your belly button up away from the floor, tucking your pelvis ever so slightly. And then inhale, lift up to the point where you can hover your fingers off the floor, hover your hands off the floor, and you can hold it. Wrapping the shoulder blades together. There's a pencil in between them. Wrap around, but keep that tailbone tucked under. Very important. Keep your tailbone tucked under. Lower yourself back down. Good. See how high you can come up without your hands. Keep your hands off the floor. Inhale, lift. Tailbone stays tucked. Keep checking that you're doing so. And lower back down. Inhale, lift up again. Shoot your arms out to the sides if you have space. And then you're going to press your palms, squeeze your hands together to your sides. Bring your palms back out to your sides like an airplane. Press your palms to your sides. Check your tailbone is tucked. Reach your hands out to the sides and push them back together. You can always do this with your head down, just keeping the shoulder blades away from the floor. That's still a good effort for your shoulders, for your back. 2 more here. Drawing the belly in, protecting the lower back. Good. Keep your hands reaching together and back. Float the legs off the floor if you can. Keep the tailbone tucked and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Give your pelvis a little rock side to side. I don't know about you, but mine needs it. Hands come back underneath your shoulders. Elbows keep reaching back. Forehead to the floor. Check your lower back. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Inhale, grow taller. Find a spot where you're like, yep, this is as high as I can go without my hands. Find 1 extra inch, and then pressing into your arms, hugging your arms to your sides. Press up as high as you can without going into your lower back. And then bend your elbows close to your sides as you lower and lengthen back down. Can we get longer every time we lift up and every time we lower down? Inhale, pulling your chest forward and up, going longer in your spine, hugging the arms to your sides. Bend your elbows, lower back down. Good. Rolling the shoulder blades together, keeping them away from your ears and away from the floor. Good. Find 1 more. And soften yourself back down. Again, give your hips a little sway side to side. Excellent. You're going to come up onto your hands and knees. You are going to stand your hands and knees. Rock your weight slightly forward. So, oh yay. Guess what we're doing? Yeah, we are. Bend your elbows and press straight. Bend your elbows, exhale straight. Same things apply at the beginning of class, not going into your shoulders. Same things here, pull the ribs in. 2 more. 1 more. Excellent. Take 1 foot, bring it forward. Lots of variations here. If you're a yogi and have your preferences, be on your way. I like to send my hips forward, pulling my belly in, trying to get a nice deep stretch through in here. You have options. You can come onto your elbows if that gets into more of like the bent, the front leg hip. I would like to come up high and really get into here. But I'm not dumping my weight down. I'm pulling my weight up so I can go a little further forward. This is where it's going to get tight if you're sitting at your desk all day. Good. And then take your hand to the floor. We're nearly done, friends. We're just stretching. And bring your opposite hand to the sky. Maybe wrapping behind your back and giving yourself a little extra twist. Unwinding, gently switch your feet. Starting down low, hands close to the floor or on the floor. Sending your hips forward. Keeping your belly in. Again, you can come down onto your elbow if you would like. And then pulling your belly in, like you're squeezing your inner thighs together. I'm going to take my back leg arm up. Lifting my body up, my energy up, as I send my hips forward. Pulling the front hip back a little. Maybe arching back slightly. Bring your hand down, take the front leg, arm forward, open up a little more. Wrap your arm around your back if you would like. And unwind. Good, very nice. Stepping forward onto two legs, hanging over. Soft knees. And then soften your spine, roll yourself up. I'm gonna give one more glute stretch, or a glute stretch, because we don't really get there. Options, you can do this sitting, cross one foot over, and pitch your spine forward. You can do this standing, right? You literally just do this standing. Ooh, don't fall over. And find your stretch. Knee out to the side, hips pulling back. Either in a chair doing this, or you're balancing and doing this, up to you. Or you're lying on your back on the floor and doing this. Frankly, that's also an option. These are just new ways, more fun ways maybe. And switch wherever you are. Sending the tailbone back. Keeping the waist lifted away. And relax, roll your shoulders up and back a couple of times, just to reset. And thank you so much for coming. Have a great day.